In today's bad economy, it's becoming increasingly difficult to keep a horse. But if you learn your own farrier work, you can save upwards of $200 a year per horse. It's a very easy skill to learn, and the initial cost of the tools is very little. If your horse's hooves have been well taken care of in the past, you'll only need a hoof rack. This is about $20. The other tool you'll need is a hoof pick, and this one is about $2, although you can get them for $1. If your horse's hooves are not well taken care of, and they're like extra long, then you also will need a pair of hoof nippers if you can't borrow one from someone. And these, if you don't get them wholesale, they're about $50 to $100. But if you shop carefully and you can get them wholesale, they're only about $10 to $15. So you'll save a significant amount of money there. So the first step in a maintenance trim is to know your horse's hooves. And next you need to clean them out with a hoof pick. And finally you need to even out the edges in the bottom with a hoof rack. So first, as I said before, you need to know your horse's hooves. Does your horse need them trimmed every 2 weeks or every 3 months? A lot of people say trim once every 8 weeks, but that's just a generalization and doesn't work for most horses actually. My horse probably needs about every 5 to 6 weeks. So the second step is to use your hoof pick to clean the bottom of the horse's hooves out. And at this point, you can check the frog and the sole for any infections. And the last step is to take your hoof rasp and to even out the bottom and the edges. And at this point, check the hoof for any flares. A flare is when the hoof wall bends outward, and it's like when your fingernail gets too long and it bends back on something. When the horse walks on a hoof that's too long with a flare, it's very painful. It's like somebody's pulling your fingernail back. That's what it feels like to them. So you need to make sure that you keep it. Take flares down immediately and keep your horse's hooves short enough so they don't get flares. And when you complete the trim, walk your horse around to make sure that it doesn't have any lameness or any wobbles in the legs, which means that one side is longer than the other, and you just need to correct that. It's very easy to correct. And make sure you just know your horse's hooves. It's your horse, and you're going to know its hooves the best. Also, you need to, regarding tools, make sure you have a hoof pick that has a brush on the back. You don't have to, but it's best if you have one that has a brush on the back so you can brush everything out. And your hoof rasp will probably need to be changed occasionally. It'll get dull after a while. And make sure you're careful when doing this. You don't want to hurt your horse. And it's best if you can shadow someone first before you do it on your own. Just be safe and have fun learning this new skill. Thanks for listening.